Hey guys, this is going to be my pickups video for the month of November. Overall I did get more this month than last month, and this video for this month I did get a new console. I'll show that off last. I'll save that for last, but it's a console I've wanted for quite a while. I picked it up on eBay, but I'll talk. That's enough about it for now. I'll save that for later. I'll start with the games I got this month. Start off with the lone Game Boy game, actually, and that's, I don't know if you can see that there, it's Mega Man 3. This is my first Game Boy pickup. I got this at a local game store that's fairly new. I don't go too often because their game selection is not that big usually, but when I went this time, I think it was a couple weeks ago, they actually had quite a decent selection. This was one of the games there. It was $20, which is about what it goes for on eBay, but you know, anytime I see an old game like this at a local store, I'd rather get it there. You know, support local businesses rather than going and getting it off eBay. I don't actually have any way of playing this game though. I don't have a Game Boy, original Game Boy. I'm planning on getting the Super Game Boy for the Super Nintendo soon, and that's what I'm going to be playing my Game Boy games on. The problem with these though, these mini cartridges, these tiny cartridges, they don't display well. I gotta find a way to display them. I'm thinking of using the coverproject.net and getting like DS cases from Nintendo and just kind of modifying them, displaying them that way. I think that's probably the best way for me. If any of you guys have any other ideas about displaying Game Boy games, let me know. But huge fan of the Mega Man games on the Game Boy. I haven't played this in quite a while. I definitely want to get all of them for the Game Boy. So it started at number 3. I definitely want to get number 5. I love Mega Man 5 on the Game Boy. It's a shame that game is insanely pricey. We're talking like at least $100 for the cartridge only. If you want that game complete, I don't know, there's one on eBay. There was one on eBay a while ago going for like $800. Buy it now, which is absurd. I think it generally goes for around $400 to $500 though, complete. That game's insanely rare and expensive. I'll definitely be only getting the cartridge for that one. Mega Man 4 is also pricey, but 1, 2, and 3 on the Game Boy are fairly cheap. My lone PlayStation 1 game, Spyro Year of the Dragon. This was only $5 at actually a different local store around here. And thank God it wasn't greatest hits. They had a couple other PlayStation 1 games. They had the first Spyro, but it was the greatest hits. I decided against it. This is the third one, for those that don't know. I love the Spyro games. Only really played the first one when I was when I had a PlayStation 1 for a brief amount of time back in the day. I haven't played this one. I'll be very curious to see how this one plays. If it's, maybe if this type of game is as good as I remembered it being. 2 Super Nintendo pickups for this month. Both of them were at this store that I got Mega Man 3 on the Game Boy from. When I saw these there, I was shocked. But that is, I'll show you here, King of Dragons for the Super Nintendo, of course, and Knights of the Round. Now these games are, if you were to go on eBay, they're around $40 to $50. They're definitely uncommon games and definitely great games. I'm going to be doing reviews for both of them. They're basically, though, nice solid beat-em-ups with very light RPG elements. I've always wanted these games. They've looked awesome. I've never played them before. I've always wanted them for the collection. And to see them both there sitting side by side, I thought was pretty crazy because they both are similar. Of course, both by Capcom. They were $40 each, which again, that's generally eBay pricing. But I was fine with that. They're both games I really wanted. So it was nice to get those. I got 2 3DS games this month. The first one, which I did a review on this, Paper Mario Sticker Star, you can check that out if you want. Overall, very good game. Surprisingly good. I wasn't expecting to like this too much, but overall, really impressed with it. A lot of fun. And this game, Theatrhythm Final Fantasy. I'm not going to play this yet. I've heard there is spoilers in this, and I haven't played pretty much any of the Final Fantasy games. Saw this for $20 at a local game store, and that's a pretty good deal. This still goes for quite a decent amount of money at EB Games. I love rhythm games, so I should like this, but I'm definitely going to wait till I play more Final Fantasy games before I get into this. But I've heard this is fantastic. A lot of people really like this. I got an N64 game here. Turok Rage Wars. This isn't complete. It's got this really annoying sticker here. This isn't complete. It's only the cartridge inside. I wish I would have known that. I got this at the local store I got Mega Man and those 2 Super Nintendo games at. It was $10. I thought it was actually, I had the manual. I don't know. I didn't ask if it had the manual in it. This store, what they do, I find this very strange. They'll seal the games, all the games they have. They'll seal them, and then they'll put them in these plastic cases, and then open up the cases and then give you the games, and they're sealed. And I didn't check if this had the manual or not. If I had known that, I might have not bought this. This is a pretty common game. It doesn't really go for much on eBay. But I did want it. I remember playing this back in the day and liking it quite a bit. It's a multiplayer only shooter Turok game. But for some strange reason, I always remembered the multiplayer in this being nowhere near as good as Turok 2's, yet even though this was a multiplayer-focused game, which I found was odd. I have all the Turok games now. I just need Turok 3, actually, for the 64. Then I'll have all of them. I remember I didn't like that one very much, so I don't know when I'll get that, but Turok Rage Wars. One GameCube game. I've been trying to get GameCube games because I've noticed a lot of those are really jumping up in price. There's quite a few expensive GameCube games. I found this for $10 at one of my local stores, which is a very good deal, especially considering what this goes for online. And that's Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's got that annoying bestseller label thing there. I don't care about that. As long as this isn't the player's choice version, I'm fine with it. Yeah, what can I say about Melee, right? Awesome game. Probably my favorite in the series. And for $10, I couldn't pass it up. Oh, and this is like brand new condition almost. I was shocked. Like this, it's like someone just took the sealing off this. Like, it's got all the inserts and everything. Really great condition, actually. 2 Xbox games. I wanted to get more into Xbox collecting. I don't have any Xbox games, actually. These are the first 2 I've got. I was big into the Xbox back when there was the Xbox, GameCube, PS2. It was my favorite system of the 3. I played a lot of games back then for it. But I wanted to start getting the games I played back then that I really enjoyed. But these 2, one of them I haven't played, one of them I have. The first one, I haven't played this, but I've heard great things. Quantum Redshift. I've heard it's a great futuristic racing game. I haven't played it yet, but I'll be sure to play this soon. And the other, which I have played, and this is an amazing game, Breakdown. If you haven't played this, definitely check this game out. It's really awesome. I haven't played it in years, but a really cool storyline, and this game was kind of ahead of its time. A first-person perspective all the way. I mean, there's shooting, there's fist fights, platforming, and all this, all done from the first-person perspective, which was completely unique at the time. Just a really cool game overall. Definitely check this one out if you haven't played it. And both those games were $5 each, so not too expensive. I got 3 360 games for this month. Picked up Vanquish. It was $10 at my local EB Games. I've heard amazing things about this game. I have played the demo. I don't know. I thought it was okay. I wasn't really blown away by it, but I figured might as well pick it up. It was so cheap, and I've heard this game is really good, so I thought I'd give it another chance and play the full game. Also picked up Final Fantasy 13. Now, I'm trying to get all the Final Fantasy games, so I did have to eventually get this one. It was only $10, which is pretty cheap. I've heard not the greatest things. I don't know if it's for me. I have heard that this game is literally just you're walking through hallways, which is pretty bad. But I figure, you know what, I'll give it a chance. I gotta give every game a chance, and who knows, maybe I will like it. Some people do like this. And finally, I did a review on this one. Halo 4, overall, a very good game in the series. Amazing graphics. Wasn't terribly blown away by it, but definitely worth picking up. And I had quite a bit of fun with it. Definitely a lot of fun, actually, if you're playing it Legendary Solo. I thought it would be harder than Halo Reach, but Halo Reach I thought was actually a harder game. But yeah, fun game. Halo 4 is great. The last game pickup here is for the Sega Saturn, actually. So, of course, I went on eBay to get this. Finding Saturn games around here is impossible, I swear. That is Sonic R, which, of course, you know, there's mixed opinions on this. I know Pete Dorr loves this game. I haven't played it yet. I'm hoping to soon. Yeah, I don't know. Will this be good? Who knows? It's very good condition overall. There's a crack, a very small crack at the back, but these Saturn games, I want to make sure like the cases aren't broken and they come complete, which I'll just show you here. Like that. Yeah, so it's complete. I paid, I think, $25 for this, which I thought I was getting a good deal, but really it goes for just a tiny bit more than that usually when looking at the completed listings. So I didn't get an insanely good deal on it, but I did want it for the collection. I'm really starting to get these Saturn games I've been wanting before they get too out of hand with the prices. Anyways, those are all the games I picked up, and now on to the new console I got. Very excited to get this. I've been wanting one for so long. I was watching SNES Mapper's video he did, actually it's probably been a few months ago, and he got this console recently. It made me want to go on eBay, hop on eBay right away and pick one up. I paid $60 for what I'm about to show you in total, which is kind of on the pricey side, I thought, but trying to find a lot for, you know, that had decent shipping, because I did get this from Canada. Like, a lot of these lots I was seeing with this particular console were all nice. I would have loved to have any of them, but the shipping, I was like $40 plus on all these. I was like, fuck no, I'm not paying that. I ended up paying shipping costs for this particular lot was $10. So I mean, you know, I definitely went with this one. Anyways, I'll show you what it is, and it is a Dreamcast. Very excited to have this, and excellent condition, no yellowing or anything like that. You know, no nicks, no scratches, no nothing. Like, this is absolutely perfect. Of course, let's grab this here. Came, of course, with the power cable, AV cable, you know, basic stuff. It was definitely made sure that would come with this. Came with 2 controllers. Here's one. Oh yeah, came with that too. I made sure to get this with the lot. I wasn't going to get one without this, and that, of course, is, put that in frame there, the VMU. So 1 controller and 2 controllers, 2 there. Both very good condition controllers, no scratches or nicks on these. Perfect analog sticks and everything. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the Dreamcast controller. I don't think it's that great, but you know, what are you gonna do? Awesome system otherwise. So system, 2 controllers, a VMU, all the cables, and here's the games that came with it. A loose copy of Walt Disney's Magical Racing Tour. I popped this in for a bit. It's actually a pretty competent Mario Kart clone. I threw this on eBay because I don't collect disc-only games. I'd like to get this later in the future, but, you know, for now I might as well just sell it. No point in keeping it, really. A disc-only copy of Crazy Taxi, the All-Stars version, which is interesting because this lot also came with a complete copy of Crazy Taxi. Unfortunately, as you can see, it is the Sega All-Stars version. So I may be selling this, I'm not sure. If anyone has a non-All-Stars version they want to trade or do a sale or whatever, let me know. I don't imagine keeping this, or I'll definitely be trading it at least for a normal version. And this game's pretty cheap. Crazy Taxi, of course, awesome game, must-have for a Dreamcast. Only 2 more games here. Luckily, they both are complete. One is Floigan Brothers. I'd never really heard of this game, actually. I've only played it briefly. It seems like a cool, I guess, puzzle platformer type game, actually. I've heard this is actually pretty damn good, so I'm excited to get into this. You know, Dreamcast has a bunch of games like this, these really off-the-wall, just underrated games. Very much looking forward to playing this. And finally, another, I'd say, must-own for the Dreamcast. No surprise that it would come in a lot. And that is Sonic Adventure, of course. Played this briefly. I remember my friend used to own this, because I'd never owned a Dreamcast, ever. My friend owned one. If I were to ask him, I'm sure he would say a Dreamcast is his favorite console. I mean, at one point, he had probably close to 150 games for the damn thing, and he wasn't a collector or anything like that. I remember he loved this game. We'd always play it and take turns when I was over at his house. Sonic Adventure, great game. Maybe it hasn't held up that well over the years. I don't know. We'll see. I'll put some more hours into this later, but I'm glad this came in the lot. I'm glad it's complete and not an All-Stars version. But yeah, that's the Dreamcast, new console. Very excited to get some of the other games I want for the system. What else do I want? Shenmue. I've never played Shenmue. I really want that game. Grandia 2. I know it's also for the PS2, but the Dreamcast version's the definitive version, or so I hear. Skies of Arcadia, but I think I'd probably go with the GameCube version because it's got more content. I want Seaman, actually. That game looks really odd and off the wall. Sonic Adventure 2, the Power Stone games, gotta get those. The Evolution games actually look pretty cool. Just a bunch of stuff for the Dreamcast. Very excited to have that. And that's all I picked up throughout the month of November. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.